Alpha King Nima. Sneeko is a closeted gay man. He does satire, but sometimes it's hard to tell because he's so committed to the bit. What's your problem with fat people? That's really, really good.
It's like a gang of closeted homosexuals.
He has so many bangers, you guys.
With fatties. Untouched, Klein.
He's got alpha rules. I lost weight because of you. I was watching your videos and they deeply inspired me.
Adolf Hitler.
Very interested by him.
We get treated just like black people.
Yeah. Yeah. Fresh and gay.
You know, Myron, Sneeko, and Nick Fuentes, and they just have this hatred for women. He's the sort of guy that gets horny when he takes a shit.
Alpha King Nima. I want to talk about him because he's calling in on Wednesday. When I showed you guys this, you guys never seen Alpha King Nima?
I had seen him before.
We talked about him.
Yeah.
We did. That's what I thought.
Yeah, in the first, I linked it.
So Alpha King Nima, he does satire, but sometimes it's hard to tell because he's so committed to the bit and he gets in character and he's really, really good at lampooning these guys. He has a TikTok account and he's on Instagram as well. He made a viral TikTok about Matt giving a producer a blowjob in order to make it big in Hollywood. Here, he has so many bangers, you guys.
That's infinite juice.
The dark side of Hollywood is finally being exposed, thanks to one of the true kings of comedy, Cat Williams. You know, before I became wealthy in business, I actually had a somewhat successful career in stand-up comedy. I was on the way up. I was invited to a meeting with some Hollywood executives, along with some now famous comedian, and we were offered the chance for a deal at Online Stardom. But the only way to receive the contract was by sucking both of the execs off. I immediately got up and walked to the door. But before I could even exit, the other comedian was sucking both of their simultaneously. That guy's name was Matt Rife. And that's Alpha King rule number 799. Just because someone is more famous than you, it doesn't mean they're better. They might just be gayer.
So there you go. He's got alpha rules. His delivery and cadence is crazy. I think a lot of people don't know that he's doing satire. Like he went on Pearl's show. Let me see.
A couple months ago, I did a parody video on my page.
Wait, is this him being himself?
Yeah, this is his apology for the Matt Rife thing because Matt Rife threatened legal. But there hasn't been, I looked it up, there hasn't been any news. So we can
It's
ask.
so obviously a joke, Matt Rife.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have. All right, let me watch this.
King Nima, about comedian Matt Rife. Alpha King Nima is satire. It's jokes. Then a conspiracy account took my video.
Oh, God.
Passing my joke is truth. Not my intention, no permission. Don't know Matt Rife. I never met him. But my silly joke should definitely not discredit him or his hard work.
Well, let me ask this, and I'll ask him. I know he's made the apology, but I'm still thinking his success is kind of bigger than his talent, and it makes me wonder.
Yeah.
What happened in that office with those executives?
Yeah, that day.
Maybe not that day, maybe another day.
Maybe a different day.
So he's joking, but you're doubling down.
I'm doubling down. It sounds plausible. It sounds plausible. How to win big when you're losing. This guy's interesting. His background is real interesting. He's like I'm not 100% sure. He's like I want to say he's like an Arab Jew that lives in Germany. Very unusual. I don't know if he's Arab, but he's from that area. Very interesting combination of identities. Yeah. Let's see.
Years ago, I went over to a friend's house for a small get-together. I took a couple girls with me. Well, it was obvious that one of the girls that was gorgeous, she had her eyes set on my friend, the host. I knew I didn't have a chance, so I had to get creative fast. I excused myself from the dinner party. I went to the bathroom and I on the toilet seat. Then I rejoined everybody back at the dinner table and I asked my friend, hey, why do you have shit on your toilet seat? He tried to deny it, but none of us believed him.
None of us.
I ended up taking that girl home that night. Remember, Alpha King rule number 18. When you're losing, creativity is your best friend.
He's so good. He's so good, isn't he?
He's
good.
so right.
Alpha King Nima. He's on TikTok and Instagram. Like I said, he's calling in on Wednesday. Very interested by him. How much do you tip for coffee? That's a good question. I'd like to know. I need that guidance.
Rudy Coffee.
Tipping in America is crazy. I went to a Starbucks recently and I ordered a croissant. And then the barista spun the machine around. It said, do you want to tip? And then I asked her, I said, do people normally tip here at Starbucks? And she said to me, yeah, people tip if they want to be nice.
And by the way, I love the alpha music piped in. It feels so real. So good.
Nice.
And then she said it with a voice where it was sort of an attitude. And then I said, okay, well, if I tip, do I get a blowjob?
You said that?
And for how long? Long story short, she actually called the cops. They arrested me, they pushed me away. I remember thinking that I would have actually tipped her if she wasn't such a bitch. You know, and that's actually Alpha King rule number 14. You can attract way more bees with honey than a beehive.
It's so funny. Oh, it's had the best twist. Actually, she called the cops on me. Oh, God. So good. His girlfriend gave CPR to his nephew. This one is actually, this one is
like the funniest.
This one is honestly good advice to anybody. And frankly, very insightful. I found this useful. And it just made me glad I don't have a nephew, frankly.
When you think about it, though, every man has a moment in their lives when they think, is the woman I'm dating the right one for me or not? My young nephew once was drowning in my pool. And my girlfriend at the time immediately jumped in and gave him mouth-to-mouth CPR.
So who is this?
My girlfriend. She saved his life. And that was the point that I realized, that was the moment that she was a hoe. And she was for the streets. She was way too excited to make out with that.
Make out?
It's Alpha King rule number 190. Never ate a whole.
Dude, I don't know how he doesn't laugh. That shit is crazy, dude. Alpha King Nima right there, man. I love him. I've actually been admiring this guy for a while, and I followed him on Instagram, and we connected.
Wow.
Two alphas.
For real.
Finally coming together, man. When he couldn't pay for his date's dinner, that's okay. You're not supposed to pay for a girl's dinner, so this is useful.
I once went out with a beautiful girl to an expensive restaurant in New York, but I wasn't sure I had enough money to pay for the bill. So I discreetly got up, went to the waiter, and asked the waiter to run my card. Well, as luck had it, my card was declined. The waiter told me either me or the date can wash dishes, or he will get the police involved. So I went to the bathroom, washed my face, took 3 deep breaths, and I snuck out the window. Women are better at washing dishes anyway. That's Alpha King rule number 7. The right woman will be with you, no matter how much money you got.
Oh, dude. Oh, where do you even find like a fireplace like that? Like, that's good advice. He's right. Don't, you know.
Yeah, he's right.
Ultimately, yeah, you don't want a partner who cares about how much money you have.
Yeah. And ultimately, if she really likes him after she washes all those dishes, she'll give him a call and they'll schedule
Meant to
another
be.
date.
He posted this meme about Fresh and Fit to his Instagram about how Myron saves men. That's also true. Fresh and gay. How Myron saves men. That is a lot of close contact with men. And not that, like, you know, homies can't tuck each other in at night. Are you sure? Some of these are real, I thought. Bro, I don't think so.
Yeah, I
think they're real. I've seen these before.
Huh.
At least the top left one, I know for sure.
For you.
This one's real too.
That means you're gay.
I think this one's real too. This is the only one I haven't seen.
You think the...
I mean, look it up, but I'm pretty sure.
All right.
I don't know why the bottom right looks like AI to me. Like, is that...
It's in motion.
That guy's real?
I felt gay.
Yeah. It's in motion. I think.
Gay.
We're gonna fact that does. Yeah, that looks kind of fucked.
It might be like a video in fast motion that's like really...
Yeah, I don't think so.
Just which ones are real? If you Google like Myron. Yeah, let's see which ones are.
I mean,
real.
I'm looking, but I just sent that in the meantime.
They'll listen to their boss, but if I say, would
Yeah,
you
he
listen
did. He went on Pearl's show, dude.
husband,
So
it's
good.
crazy.
I once saw you put a tweet that said if all women stop working tomorrow, society would function fine. But if all men stop working tomorrow, society would be in shambles. I respect you a lot, bro. I have to disagree with you here.
Okay.
My wife is the sole reason I am as successful as I am. Every morning, she makes me a cup of tea and gives me a blowjob. Then I start my work. Now, I could go without the cup of tea, but without that blowjob, I wouldn't be as motivated to work as hard, finish my day, and to come back home to get some more. That's actually one of my Alpha King rules as well. It's Alpha King 202. A great woman will help you become successful a lot easier.
They'll listen to their boss, but if I say, would you
So
listen to your
fucking
husband,
crazy.
it's
Oh man,
Photos seem to be real.
they're all real. That's what I thought. They're all real, dude.
Okay.
So that begs the question. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with tucking your homies in and giving them a kiss goodnight. But in my whole life, I've probably, and I'm 15% gay by my own admission. I don't think I've had this much intimate, like laying in bed with my head on my homie.
It's also just very interesting for someone who has so many hateful comments to say.
Who's
about-
so homophobic.
Right, who's so
Yeah,
homophobic.
because I've definitely hung out with the homies after a long night, maybe just fucked up, tucked them in, you know?
You start playing, you do a little horseplay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
You play,
assume I
maybe
was
you
gay.
start,
Little
you start
kissies.
swinging pillows at each other.
Okay, let's assume I was gay.
Let's assume, yeah. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep assuming and never stop not assuming. I
Maybe
like
June is maybe this is the Pride Month.
that's
where
yeah, it's
Myron
Pride
finally
Month.
turns it
Pride
around.
Month.
This is the beginning
Time.
of the great reversal.
Pride
Great
Month.
reversal.
Pride Month. What does it mean that here's this guy, he's laying in his lap, he's got his arm around him, he's wearing this shirt. Here Myron is wearing the same shirt.
Pride Month.
I don't think
Share
it's the same.
clothing
Wait,
with
let's
his
talk
homies?
about that.
I don't think it's the
Speak
same.
on it, because you're kind of. I think you might be right.
Do they share a closet? Do they share clothing? Or maybe when he left college, it was left to him as memorabilia, and he hasn't washed it because it still has his smell. And he likes to wear it when he goes out to the clubs. But again, this might be just really... this could also just be really lame way to try to make him look gay when it's totally normal stuff for
So wait,
dudes.
the bottom right one, are we sure that that's Myron? Why is it
Let's
so
assume I was
like...
gay.
You know, this
Oh,
is...
because the original photo was super blurry. I think that's why.
Oh, they tried to clear it up.
I tried to clean it up
They
with like
enhanced that
AI or
shit.
something.
Assume I was gay.
The comments,
Yeah, it's kinda
everyone's
freaky.
confused in the comments. Is your beef with Myron real? I thought you guys were cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think he's real.
People think he's
Like,
real.
I think a significant amount of his following doesn't understand satire.
This guy goes, I unfollowed Sneeko and Myron after you showed these pictures. Like, oh, dude, they might be gay.
It's still real to me, damn it.
And what a weird, crazy
We'll have
world.
to ask him about that. What he thinks, what percentage of his audience.
It's such
is,
a
like, in
weird
on
thing
it.
where his audience are actually alpha people.
Right. It's not that weird. They're pretty dumb.
Yeah.
Just don't think they get jokes.
Yeah. He's too deep in the satire that I feel like he doesn't court a real audience.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because people just think he's legit.
Yeah. Here he is on Instagram with I Show Speed. Oh. Interesting. Oh, it's just a picture of them? I mean, okay. What happened here?
Okay.
They just took a photo together? Great.
Cool.
Very cool for him. Third place in the cheese running contest. I don't know if you know that, Nima.
The caption of that photo with Speed, he disses Sneeko. That's why I included it.
Oh, he disses Sneeko.
He does.
Ooh. Yeah, so that's Alpha King Nima. We're going to talk. He's going to call in on Wednesday from Germany, from Deutschland.
The actual Alpha King has just entered the lobby. Hello.
Okay,
Alpha
so here we are joined by Nima Alpha King Nima. I appreciate you calling in all the way from Germany, right?
Yeah. In my daughter's bedroom.
Daughter's bedroom.
Man.
Nice. That's very alpha. Let's kick her out of there.
Thank you for having me, man.
So
Thank you for having me.
So we were just talking. Do you know this guy Rollo Tomasi?
Yeah. But by the way, I just want to start off by saying I love the show, and Ethan, it's great to see you lost a ton of weight.
Thank you.
Yeah, good you did it, because I treat podcasts like dates. I don't go on them with fatties.
Right. That is a common. No, I get it. That is a common sentiment I've heard on the Red Pilled. Well, what's your problem with fat people? I don't really get that.
It's it's all good. It's just I want to inspire you. A little bit of tough love here.
That's good. That's good. I appreciate that. Well, I'm already skinny, so I'm almost skinny.
No, you're doing great, man. Have you been doing fasting or something like that?
Yeah, basically. I stopped eating.
Good. Yeah.
Essentially. What are you doing in Germany?
Yeah, so I got a wife out here, man. My wife was born here, and my daughter was born here. So not too many dark Jews out here, but I'm still out here. It's doing pretty good. I like it out here, man. You should come out here and do an episode with me, man. You and your team, you and
All
Dan
right.
and Olivia.
You got a little village in Germany. Do you speak German?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
but,
shit. Look at you.
I love Schlernen Deutsch Klein. Sprache Deutsch Klein.
Yeah, you don't speak at all. Sounds like, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. So,
Sprache Deutsch?
ich spreche keine Deutsch.
There we go.
I did take German in high school, so I've got some something there. So
I could tell, man, because you called it Deutschland. That's why I was like, man, that was very unusual, for someone to...
That's the spot. So how do you like you're a Jewish man living in Germany. Do you get I feel like the Germans, they've come all the way around and they revere you like cows are revered in India or something. Like when they see the Jew coming down the street, they're all so guilty that they're just like, clear the way.
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Yeah, maybe it's not like that. My father-in-law, he's a CEO out here in Germany, man. And he the other day he referred to me as a person of color. And it was,
are you a POC? Because you're from.
Yeah.
What's your background? Like,
my background's Israeli and Iranian mixed.
I think that counts.
Yeah, but it was just the
especially
way
in Germany.
Coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's good you lost weight though, man. Really, I just really it's noticeable, bro. It's like you're really like, man, you get in great shape, Ethan. Now you got a kid, it's just a perfect, it's really just like the perfect opportunity, man, to start fresh,
Absolutely.
And,
I
needs you out there, man.
I lost weight because of you. I was watching your videos and they deeply inspired me.
Oh, that's good, man. You come out to Germany though, you'll see what it's like though too. It's being a Jew in Germany is nice. we get treated just like black people.
What does that mean?
I mean, I just,
That's hard
when
to
you come
chew
out here,
on.
you see, yeah, you see,
That's a hard one
So,
to chew on.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good experience,
Yeah. So,
And not only that, and since we were talking about, the fact that you lost weight and everything, it's good though, man. I think it's going in the right direction. You're going to lead by example now, and you got a big audience, Ethan. So
thanks for saying that. Yeah. So you seem to
being
be
around.
what's the purpose of your comedy? You seem to be you're parodying the alpha guys pretty harshly. Is there a reason that you're targeting the alpha red pilled community? Like, is there some kind of rhyme or reason, or you just think they're funny to lampoon?
It's a good question, man. It's a good question. As a man who's married, and has a daughter and a wife, I'm 43, so I'm a lot older than a lot of the guys in the space.
I am not 43 for the record.
No?
Just want to put that out there because
okay.
It's important for the audience to know that. I'm actually 38. I'm going to be 39.
Oh, okay. I'm 43, so I'm a lot, I'm older than you, and
fair bit older.
The thing is, man, a little bit older, and I, and I just feel like the guys were setting a really bad example, trashing women, and I would never want my daughter, for example, to be with a guy like Myron. I mean, it's these guys are like essentially a group of, I don't know how familiar you are with it's like it's like a gang of. Yeah, it's like a gang of closeted homosexuals, Myron, Sneeko, and Nick Fuentes, and they just have this hatred for women that is I don't think is good, for millennials and for Gen Z to see and to think it's okay to be like that. So the amount of material you can make, around these guys is endless. I mean, they are a joke within themselves. If you look at their comedy, I mean, and no, happily married man have I ever come across, or I'm guaranteed you've never come across. I guarantee there's not one person looking at this show right now that can say, oh yeah, I know 2-3 married guys who are happily married, their kids love them, and they watch Fresh and Fit.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that all broken families for sure. Deadbeat dad. It's the deadbeat dad show potentially, or the no dad, not a dad show. Never will be a dad show.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say, yeah, but that being said, I did initially start out, doing stuff on that show, on those sort of shows. So like, for example, my first podcast was with Fresh and Fit. And the issue with Myron is that, Steve, a closeted homosexual is similar to a whore that's carrying an STD. They have an obligation to state their disease. And the fact that Myron is so sneaky, Ethan, it just doesn't sit right with me.
So Nima, I want to give you some advice at this moment. You're blending between real Nima and Alpha Nima. And when you say out of pocket like that, I just want people to know that I assume is coming from Alpha King Nima, right? And not Nima the family man.
No. Nima the family man has a therapist that's a homosexual. So like, no, it's not. Nima the family man has a daughter. Has a wife. He's a monogamous, faithful relationship. But I worked as a nightclub promoter for 10 years in New York City, man, when I was younger. So a lot of the inspiration for the jokes and stuff like that. But again, Myron and Sneeko, I mean, there was images, Dan, you saw the image. I don't know if whenever you guys want, I mean, there was images of like Sneeko, Myron. I mean, just the amount of hatred they have. I just find it a great irony that they hate on. See, it's different when you and I do it, Ethan, because we're joking, we're joking. But when they do it, they really are full of hate. I mean, Myron and Sneeko, their idea of a fun time, and I'm not exaggerating this, is to go on Twitter and show Adolf Hitler's speeches translated into English with artificial intelligence. Like, there's nothing like funny to that. There's nothing funny. That's mean spirited.
You know, there's a point where it's just mean spirited. There's a point where
I think
it's
that
just
is the joke for them.
nasty.
I think that's what's funny is they're like, oh, he went that far, but they believe it. Like you said, they're actually Nazis, which is pretty interesting. What did you have some stuff about Sneeko you wanted to say? You have thoughts on him?
Yeah, there were some images of Sneeko. I don't know if Dan or Olivia, if it's just if you guys pull it up, and I let the audience can decide.
Okay,
honestly,
sure.
it's
So the accusation is that Sneeko is a closeted gay man.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Let's just look at the hard evidence.
Oh wow,
Nick
I've never seen
Fuentes-
this. Can I even show this? Wait, what the? He has a dildo strapped to his head. I've never seen this image. Is this real? Where'd you get this stuff? I've never seen this. How is this not on every Twitter under every tweet?
Dildo perfectly.
I wish I could show you guys this. But yeah, he's just got a fat dildo strapped to his forehead. Which isn't, I don't know that that's gay. I mean, that could work well for a woman.
How about some of the gay images of him with his shirt off? He's basically, there's an image of him taking his shirt off, looking like he's ready to get smashed by a male photographer.
Let me see.
I mean, bro, like you can't make this up. These are not fake images.
Wait, he did nude modeling?
For a man. Now, listen, I don't have a problem with this. The point that I'm trying to make is these are the guys that are acting.
Can I hold on? Can I show this
Yeah.
one with the pride flag over him? He's fully naked in this?
In front of a man in a room, basically in a studio in Brooklyn or whatever. I don't know.
What? Okay. And where did you get these? Because I've never seen these. They're floating.
Yeah.
I can't even show these. I mean, here's one I can show. And, I mean, he's got a blouse on. It's just a little low. He needs to cover his nipples, obviously, to be street appropriate. But we could also get him pasties. Are we sure this is him? It's got to be him, right?
Yeah. I just want the audience to know this is a very PG videos of a guy who basically pushes out the most vile bigotry towards, women, gays, etc., Jews, everybody. It's just the irony that this guy is actually hanging out with a bunch of closet homosexuals. I just find it incredibly rich.
Yeah, I mean, people have speculated that about these guys for a while. Here's the
I don't know
photo.
why they don't just come out of the closet. It's 2024. I don't know. Instead of like pushing his hatred, just come out of the closet. It's not that big of a deal.
They're so deep in the closet, man. They can't find the handle. They can't find their way out, dude. It's just darkness.
Assume I was gay.
It's a big walk-in closet with no lights.
I mean, Sneeko is just is a classic example of a closeted gay. He's the sort of guy that gets horny when he takes a shit.
Why is that?
Think about it, Ethan.
He gets horny when he takes a shit. Can you unpack that for me?
Think about it, man. It's anal.
Oh, it's anal. Oh, shit is gay. I didn't know that. But you raise a good point. Shit is a little bit gay. I think, in a sense, I think you're onto something. Yeah, the truth is.
So is the other one able to come out? Can't show the other images, huh? It's too much. We move on.
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble, man. I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, it's good. It's all right. I won't show them if I think they're inappropriate. But I mean, the stuff Sneeko's admitted to is worse than these photos. Like with the orgy where he was basically like getting teabagged by another dude while his girlfriend was getting railed. Have you been canceled for any of your alpha stuff?
Yeah, man. I have actually, quite a bit. Shadow banned, all sorts of stuff, and I think, I think it's I had a show in New York that got canceled. I get violations and stuff like that, and lost my TikTok. Had about 800,000.
Can I ask you?
It is what it is.
You
Yeah.
issued an apology to Matt Rife. Was that a legal obligation? What happened with that one?
So long story short, that Matt Rife video, I did that, and then like 2 months later, a extremely, let's just say, far right Twitter account that pushes out conspiracy theories. Nice guy. I mean, he helped me clear up what happened, but he took a video of mine, and he actually made it like serious, and I had no idea, and then people start, I guess, contacting me, telling me, "Hey, Nima, you're all over Twitter," which is crazy because none of my videos ever do great on Twitter. I just usually see other people post them; they do better.
So what were
video winded up getting? Video got 25 million views.
So what were people saying that they believed what you were saying? That you were exposing him for real?
Yeah, that me and Matt were at a party, and then he sucked two guys, and you know.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
You know, and it was right around the point that Cat Williams did the episode. So I don't have anything against Matt Rife. I think it was actually, you know, I thought it was the right thing to do. I think Matt Rife has worked incredibly hard, and him and I have a mutual friend, Tehran. Tehran does, you know, the Laugh Factory on Thursday nights in your city in LA, I'm not trying to do that. You know, I'm not trying to discount this guy's hard work for the last decade. That's not because some guy took my account.
So I guess before we go, because we have a lot to get to today, do you have any alpha rules, Alpha King rules you want to share with the audience before we go? Or anything, frankly. You want to impart some last final wisdom?
I mean, I think you put me on the spot like that. It's a little hard, you know.
Okay, sure. You know, yeah.
Maybe a little later. Maybe
If you think of something, email us, okay, and then we'll have you